Tonight, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Friends up north are busting out the sweatshirts and blankets, but not us. TIAA Bank Field is pretty idyllic tonight, almost perfect, as we say hello from Jacksonville. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call.
Receiving team.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Set, ready? TTh3sup3rb3ast's. Ready? Ringo.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Go now. 50, plant.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. The ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can...
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Good for the Jaguars.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That catch good for only a couple, and they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this will be caught at the 30. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
51 for Mike, boy. 51. Right. Come on now.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Jerome Baker.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on.
27-yard attempt.
And Lambo will put this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
Jaguars 3. Dolphins.
But after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Christian McCaffrey.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Jaguars take.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline, but bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Tony Pollard, the ball.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jerome Baker coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 3, Dolphins nothing.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun is Minshew. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Looking middle, and that's complete. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Number 84.
It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
By number 12. Touchdown, Miami.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, Right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Minshew. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Gardner Minshew sacked.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Number 12.
A big play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The drive starts with a completion left side. He's at the 30. 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
For the point after.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
To number 84.
A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard
Gardner Minshew and the Jags ready to go on offense once again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence.
and 2 at the 33-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Tony Pollard.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
For the point after.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. He does have the one interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks. and he's giving it to him.
They'll take the 3-1.
Every single time.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But, Mike.
This is caught inside the 15. Yeah, this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 8 yards out, and the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Zane Gonzalez lining up.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. It'll be Minshew again. That is incomplete.
I know we spend a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turnovers.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
47's the mark. 47's the mark.
Tua to try again on second down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on.
Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw on second down. Minshew, throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will close the gap down to 14.
The score is Dolphins 34, Jaguars 20.
To chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. Really solid effort for him right now. 3rd quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team. But the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting.
Tunga Vailoa's pass.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
19 yards.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Minshew. And his throw is incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And it's 3rd down.
Gerald Everett, incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
1-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense, but I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected, but I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, Tua. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And oh, he coughed it up, and the Jags grab it. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he brings this one back, a fumble return for a Jacksonville score. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tape.
After reviewing the play, the line on the field is reversed.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Pass complete. A fumble on the play.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Barkley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Pick up of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
Tagovailoa.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Out of the gun is Minshew. He's going to let it fly. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Check flag 47. Check flag 47. Right here, right here.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
The first down pass. Intercepted.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew, a little short pass. This is Everett. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
3rd and 8.
60 hits, sir. It's been a long day for you. 51's the mic. 54.
Minshew throwing on third down. He's going to let it fly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Tonight's final score, Dolphins.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins.